Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi and welcome back to my channel Fun with Data Science. So in the last video we have seen the standard deviation, that what is standard deviation and what are the formulas, okay? So in that we have also revised the mean and variance concepts. So today we are going to see an alternate variance formula. So I told you in the previous video about the standard deviation, right? So just let me zoom out, and yeah, I hope this must be visible to you all. And yeah, so we have discussed about the population and the sample things, okay? And in the population and sample I have categorized the mean, variance and standard deviation. We have seen all that things. So in the population I have told about one formula of variance, that is population variance. I have said that its sigma square is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n in brackets xi minus mu whole square by n. So yeah, this was the formula for the population variance, okay? So in this I have introduced you to only one formula, right? So now today I am going to introduce you to some more formulas for the same variance only. First, we are just going to discuss about the population variance, more formulas. So for that, by the time I hope you all have seen the whole series and you all must have remembered all the formulas, right? And if you do not remember, just go and watch the previous videos. Okay, so now let's start writing, and we are going to do a little bit of derivation today. Okay, yeah. See, derivation. By hearing the name only, it seems like so boring. But no, it's not like that. I'm going to make this very interesting today. Okay. So let's begin, and you can even start writing with me. So first let me write the formula for population variance. So what's the formula? The formula was sigma squared is equal to summation of, okay, my summation does not look like good. So let me write it, okay. Sigma I is equal to 1, and yeah, we were writing capital N because this was the population and total population, right? And then what we were doing is that the formula was xi minus mu. Now what's the mu? This mu is the population mean, okay? So yeah, we are going to see the formula for that also, but you need to wait for some minutes for that. And yeah, I'm going to write xi minus mu whole square, and which was whole divided by capital N. And yeah, this capital N was the total, you can say total population, right? So this was the full formula for the population variance. Now what I'm going to do is that, let's say I'm going to just simplify this xi minus mu whole square. So even we can treat this xi, let me write it here, xi minus mu whole square. So we can treat that like, okay, so just let me change the color, and okay, so it's something, let me erase, and here it's a form of a minus b whole square. And by the time you all must be familiar with the formula of a minus b square, so it's something like a square minus 2ab and then plus b square. So yeah, am I right? I'm right, as a minus b whole square formula is a square minus 2ab plus b square, okay? So we are gonna do the same thing only here, and let me just write this thing in the new line, okay? Let me erase it, okay? And now I'm going to write the whole expansion of this in the next line. So here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write which is equal to, and here I'm going to put this sigma again, which is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to n, that is summation, and in the bracket. So just assume this xi as a, okay? Just assume this xi, okay, just assume this xi as a and this mu as b. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to do a square. So a, we are assuming this a as xi, so I'm going to write this xi square, okay? Now what was next? Next was like I need to put a minus sign, so that I do, I put the minus sign, and then what I'm going to do is that here what I have written 2 and then a into b. So my a is xi and my b is mu. So what I'm going to do here is that xi square minus 2ab. So a is xi and my b is mu. Okay, so yeah, just this is mu. And let me see that, can I write it in a more clearer handwriting? Okay, so it's fine, I guess. So this is minus 2 xi mu, and after that what I need to do is that I need to put a plus sign and then b is square. So what is b? B is mu. Okay, so I'm gonna do this mu is square. So this is the whole expansion of this xi minus mu whole square. So it's something a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? And now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna divide this whole. Okay, so let me make it a little clearer thing. Okay, so now I'm going to divide it by n because it's what is this? Our formula is like we write sigma square is equal to summation I is equal to n xi minus mu whole square, which is whole divided by n. Okay, so this is the thing which I had done here. This is the same. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to split this sigma. So I'm going to write this sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi square. Then I'm going to write minus sigma I is equal to 1 to n to xi minus mu, and then I'm going to split it. Okay, so now let me write it from this side because it will be a little bit longer. So I'm going to write I is equal to 1 to capital N, and then I'm going to write xi square. Okay, after that what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take this constant outside. So here in this formula, what's the constant? Constant is 2 and mu, right? So I'm going to take this 2 mu. Okay, so this 2 and mu outside. Okay, and then I'm going to put this summation sign, which will be going from I is equal to capital N, I is equal to 1 to capital N, and in the brackets I would be having x of I. Okay, now after that what I'm going to do is that I'm again going to take this constant outside. So what I'm going to write is plus mu is square. Okay, and then I'm again going to put this summation sign, and it would be going from I is equal to 1 to capital N. Now one question comes here arises that what I'm going to write here, what I'm going to write here is that, see, I have taken this constant outside. Okay, so here simply I had written mu square. So what is with mu? So here 1 is there, right? So I'm going to put this 1 here. I hope you got this step, and now after it finally I'm going to divide this whole by capital N as we were doing earlier. Okay, so this is what we were doing, and okay, right, now let's move to the further steps. Now I'm again going to simplify this above step, right, this one. Okay, so I'm going to write, and now I'm going to take this in you can say I'm going to write this division for each and every one separately. So just see what I'm going to write is that sigma I is equal to 1 to capital N. Okay, and then I'm again going to write this xi square. So this is the one, the same, okay, that we have written above side, and now I'm separately going to divide each and every term by n. Okay, then again I'm going to put this minus sign, and then I'm going to write 2 mu. Then I'm going to put this sigma I is equal to 1 to capital N. Again I'm going to put this xi, and I'm going to divide this by capital N separately. Now the third step which comes here is that, right, now here I need to do a little simplification, right? So here I have used mu square, right? After that, when I put this summation sign, which is equal to I is equal to 1 to n, and here I have written 1. So this must be equal to n, that is n is the total number of population. So this must be equal to n, right? Okay, so what I'm going to write here is that mu is square into n, and I'm going to divide everything separately by n. So this is how we have converted, and let me take a different color, and let me take a highlighter only. So this is how we have written this sigma n, sigma I is equal to 1 to n, and we have written 1. So we have just converted it into a form that is n here. Okay, so I hope I made this clear to you that how we are going to write this. So here we have done the first step of our simplification, right? So now moving towards the next step, and now just let me have some enter sign, right? Now next step what I'm going to do here is that, right? So let me again write that sigma I is equal to 1 to n, and then this xi is square upon n. So just let me know that do you see any formula here? No, you don't see because we haven't studied a formula which contains xi whole square, right? But have we studied a formula which contains this thing, that is sigma, that is summation I is equal to 1 to n xi upon n. Have we seen this formula somewhere? Yes, we have seen. Let me take you to the previous slide and okay, it's again zoom in. Now, let's see the formula for population mean. The formula for population mean is sigma I is equal to 1 to n x of I upon capital N. And what are we writing here is the same thing, right? Sigma I is equal to 1 to sigma I is equal to 1 to n, and n is capital xi upon n. So we can even write this as mu, right? So I can just simply put a multiplication sign here and I can simply write this mu here. And now in this term I'm not going to write this n downside because this whole is one of my formula. And okay, just let me take a different color, this thing. This whole is my mu. And what is this mu? My mu is population mean. We write this population mean using this mu sign. We denote it using this mu sign, and the formula for the same is sigma I is equal to 1 to n x of I upon n. So here what I did is that simply replacing this formula, I simply write the sign that is mu. Okay, so now again let me take my red color back, and where is that? Right, this one. Now next step I'm going to put this plus sign, and then just see here this n and this n, these both are cancelling each other. So simply what I got here is that mu square, right? Now let's move to the next step, and let me make some space this side. And again what I'm going to do is that again I'm going to write this starting, that is sigma I is equal to 1 to n x of I whole square divided by n minus, now I'm going to multiply it and I'm going to make it as 2 mu square, right? Then I'm going to put a plus sign and again I'm going to write the mu square, right? So this is the thing. Now, yes, you all have got the point, and yeah, you all must be correct that now we will subtract these two things. So now, what is the formula that I'm going to get here is that sigma I is equal to 1 to n x of I whole square divided by n, and now it is minus mu square. So because when we are going to subtract these things, then I'm going to get this minus sign and then I will be getting this mu square. Okay, so this is the another formula for our population variance. Okay, so this one is the formula which is the second formula for population variance. And now let me just highlight it. And yeah, I hope you all have understood this derivation. Now I'm going to simplify it a little bit more to derive another formula for the population variance. So I hope you all have written all the things with me only, right? And if you have not written, then you need to see the video again and write that thing. Okay, so this is done. Now let me take, okay, I'm sorry. Let me again, now I'm going to take this green color, okay? So, just let me know one thing that just a few seconds before I have told you the formula for mu square, right? So, we can just convert this and write it in a form like sigma. And how is this my sigma rating? And okay, so I'm going to put this small sign, only single small sign, right? So this one. Okay, so I'm going to put this sigma here, sigma I is equal to 1 to capital N. Okay, then I'm going to again write xi square upon n. So this one is my same as it is I have written. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to write this mu formula. So now let's go upside. Okay, so where is my mu? Where is my mu? Right. So here I have replaced this whole formula with mu, right? So the formula for my population mean is sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi upon n. So I'm going to write the same thing here. I'm going to write sigma I is equal to 1 to capital N, okay, and I'm going to put this xi here and then I'm going to divide it. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just square this, okay. So here I have squared it and in the below I'm going to put this n square. So this is my another formula for writing this population mean. I'm sorry, this is the another formula for writing the population variance. So now just let me do one thing. Let me hold on. Just let me take a different. Okay. And now just let me highlight this thing also, right? So now after that we are going to see a little bit more thing and here we go. Okay. So now what are the two formulas which we have seen today? The first formula was sigma I is equal to 1 to n. Okay. Sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi square upon n minus mu square. So this was the formula. After that you can say I substitute this mu value here, and after substituting that what I got here is sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi square upon n minus and sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi. After that whole square upon n square. So here now we are familiar with three formulas for you can say three formulas for population variance, and they are as follows. The first one is sigma squared is equal to summation of x of I minus mu whole square, and that summation goes from 1 to n, and which is whole divided by n. So this is the first formula which we were already introduced in the last video. So after that what I did, simply I opened this xi minus mu whole square. It is in the form of a minus b whole square. So I just simply wrote the formula here, and simply what we did is that we opened this and make it in a form of xi square minus 2xi mu plus mu square. Then what I did is that I simply just split these all the terms. So I splitted this sigma, this summation for each and every term, and I just add that sigma everywhere. After that what I did was I divided each and every term separately by n. So here I divided separately by n, here same and here same. So here what I got was we can just cancel this n and n. After that what I got here was this was a formula for finding the population mean. So the formula was sigma I is equal to 1 to n x of I upon n, right? Then in the next step we wrote that formula and we got this step, that is sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi square by n minus 2 mu square plus mu square, and when we just subtracted minus 2 mu square plus mu square, so we got our first new formula for population variance for today, that was sigma I is equal to 1 to n x of xi square upon n minus mu square, right? So this was the first one. After that what I did, I again simplified this. For the simplification what I did, I simply put this mu value here and did the whole square. So I got this one more formula here. So now we have three formulas, okay? So in some books you will see this first formula, in second books you will see, in some books you will see the second, in some books you will see third. So it's no matter. That's why I told you about all the formulas for this population variance. So I hope you got the point, and yeah, derivation wasn't that difficult, right? It was a very simple derivation. Only you need to put some formulas, and yeah, you need to remember the formulas also, okay? So we have discussed all the formulas in a single video, and that video was a standard deviation. So here I have summarized all the formulas which we have discussed till now in the 6th episode. So you can just refer that, okay? So I hope you got the point, and if any doubts you can ask me in the comment box. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and share the channel. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and bye bye.